Hello everyone, it's Frederick with Back to Bike Tours. Today I have an appointment with the orthopedist who did surgery on my finger today to follow up on how everything's healing, and then also to make an appointment for a physical therapist. I wanted to shoot this video to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what the hospitals in Vietnam are like, especially one like the FV hospital, which is catering towards higher end or foreign clientele. What to expect, like cost-wise, if something happens and you're here and you need to pay a hospital bill, what you can expect, and we'll give my own recent emergency room trip as an example. And then also, if you're looking to travel for some sort of maybe you want a cosmetic surgery or something that you'd like to come and do that is more expensive where you're from, and you want to come here and have a cheaper price and a vacation, we'll talk about that as well, because I have a little bit of experience with that at this hospital too. Okay guys. Hi, I have an appointment, but I'm a little late. Hello.
Where your stitches here?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, no more stitches.
No hair stitches? No hair stitches?
No. Stitches inside.
Inside, okay.
Outside, no more.
Hi.
Hello.
Already, huh?
Yeah.
You can do like this. It means the extension still intact.
Yeah, it looks okay.
Rồi còn đeo nẹp này nữa 2 tuần.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Good. So I just left the hospital. I came over here to have a little bit of lunch and a coffee, and I wanted to continue our conversation and give you guys some information. Okay. Okay, everyone. I am over here at Paris Baguette, where I have decided to come over and have a little bit of lunch so that I can make this video and talk to you guys. I didn't want to do any recording or any more recording inside of the hospital, just to respect other people's privacy. So I came over here, got a nice little spicy chicken bread with a nice Korean barbecue sauce on it, and a milk coffee, Vietnamese Cafe Sida, and that cost me about 80,000 dong, about $4. So the FV is right over here. That's the building. I want to talk about the accident that I had the other day and how much that cost me. So I was at home washing a plate after dinner, a porcelain plate just like the one I'm eating on right now, and the plate cracked in half in my hand while I was washing it, and it cut my knuckle all the way down and cut my ligament. Right away I knew it was a problem. I could not move my finger. My finger was stuck like this, and I had it covered up trying to stop the bleeding. I was able to get a Grab to come and pick me up, and I jetted over to FV to the emergency room, which is open 24 hours. The reason that I chose FV is because I knew that they speak English here, and I've had experience before with FV, and it's relatively close to my house. Now, there are a ton of other hospitals and probably closer ones that I could have gone to, but I was by myself and I wanted to go somewhere where they spoke English, and I didn't need any translations or any of the hospitals to provide a translator to me. So that's why I came over to FV. That night, they don't, of course, have an orthopedist here on call. They took photos of it and sent it to the orthopedist, and he told the emergency room doctor to schedule me an appointment for tomorrow morning and give me certain medicines. And that total bill for the hospital room visit was $150. So $150 got me my medicine and got me checked out here at the hospital, and then they made the appointment for me the next morning. First thing we should know is that I don't have insurance, so there was no insurance being covered on that. During the coronavirus, I stopped any extra payments that I had, which included insurance. I know, unwise, you always want to be covered with health insurance, but at the time we were scrambling around just trying to make ends meet. And so it was unfortunate that I'm not covered yet. So all of this is out of pocket. None of this is covered by any insurance, these prices that I'm describing, which I think is good because it gives you an idea of what you would maybe have to pay if you're traveling and there's any issues with your insurance. This will give you a good idea of like what a small accident could possibly cost if you were traveling and needed to go to the hospital for something. So 150 bucks for that emergency room visit, not bad. The next day, went in, and I was nervous about this because of course, in the US, any type of surgery that you might have to have is extremely expensive. And I knew that they told me not to eat or drink at night, so I knew that they were gonna give me some sort of anesthesia. And we came in, doctor looked at it. Luckily, he was able to give me a local anesthetic for the surgery. And they did it right then and there that morning at like about 9 a.m. in the morning. All in all, I was really worried about the bill, but it came out and it was a little over $300, I want to say, if I remember correctly, and that included, you know, the nurses working on everything, and then also the splint that I had to buy. So about $300. So with the emergency room visit and this visit, you know, that's up to $450, close to $500 that I had to pay, which included a surgery and an emergency room visit. I thought that was really reasonable and not what I expected. I honestly expected maybe $1,000 or something for an emergency room visit like that. That brings me into the next topic that I want to talk about, which is, well, I think they call it medical tourism. So that is traveling somewhere where the prices are cheaper than in your country for you to get maybe a cosmetic surgery or even a surgery that you need. I think Vietnam is a good option for that, and I actually had an experience like that within my first 2 years. Growing up, I had an issue with gynecomastia, and if you don't know what that is, those are man boobies. But it's not just from being overweight, which I've been overweight my entire life, but this is a little bit different, and this is something that's really out of your control, and it's actually something that runs in my family. But growing up, this was embarrassing, you know, as a kid, and it's a problem. But the surgery in the States is like $9,000. When I got over here after my first year or so, I was like, well, why don't I check it out and see what the cost for surgery would be here? And I looked, and it was only about $4,000, and that was at this hospital, FV Hospital. So $4,000, I thought that was a great option. And I took it, and the surgery went well, everything was fine. And this is 7 years later, and everything's okay. No, this would be 8 years later, everything's okay. I feel very happy with the surgery, no real scarring or anything like that. I'm very happy with the result, and it was half the price what I would have had to pay in the US, not even including all the follow-ups and these types of things that you have to do with the doctors. So I think Vietnam is a great option for that. If you're looking to get dental care, I had my teeth cleaned just a month ago, and it cost me $15. Just $15 in and out. I didn't have to book in a dentist appointment. I just found one that was near my house. I walked in, and boom, got my teeth cleaned within, you know, an hour, and it only cost $15. So Vietnam is definitely an option for that. And also, if you are traveling to Vietnam and you happen to get injured, this isn't a place that's going to send you into a massive amount of debt. Before ending the video, I do want to say though that the FV Hospital and other like international hospitals, you want to be a little bit careful if you're thinking that you're going to go in there in an emergency situation. If you're in an emergency situation, a very serious one, I'm talking about like a serious accident, you want to go to Cho Ray Hospital in Ho Chi Minh City. Cho Ray, C-H-O-R-A-Y. But for anything else like that is kind of a minor emergency, like for instance my cut finger, FV Hospital and other international clinics will work just fine. But Cho Ray is where you want to go for anything serious. I hope that helps you guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more about Ho Chi Minh City or eating on the streets or anything else related to travel in Vietnam, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Take care, guys. Bye.